Hello YouTubers, welcome to Bad Productions Random Reviews and welcome to Christian's Corner. My name is Christian Ing and I'm going to be talking about Bandai's new 2014 Godzilla product, the Atomic Roar Godzilla and the Destruction City. Now first things first, I'm going to be talking about the Atomic Roar Godzilla. So first impressions, look at this sexy box art. I mean, people have tried very hard, even the directors and producers, to not show what Godzilla looks like. And yet, when people see this, they think they got things right. Instead of that 1998 Badzilla sort of thing, they made everything right. But nonetheless, if you look at the figure individually, the details look alright. I mean, sure, a little bit cheap plastic, but then again, this looks much better than what the Zilla from 1998 looks like. The only problem that I would have, as far as the cheap plastic, is the way that the mouth would work. Yeah, I wouldn't expect my Godzilla to look like an anaconda more than a dinosaur-esque per se. But nonetheless, in the back, it would usually talk about what Godzilla does in this toy, such as twisting the tail, bending it over, and unleashing its atomic roar. And as you can see, the atomic roar is blue, so that way fans are much happy that at least this Godzilla has an atomic breath. Also, this is recommended for age 4 and up, but for any collectors that like details or anything about Godzilla, this would be an ideal buy. The pricing is at least $34, but in most toy stores it will be at least $2 or $3 above. Now let's begin the review on the other thing. Okay, so besides the Atomic Roar figure, we have the Destruction City pack. And folks, by golly, I like this thing. The first thing I saw it, I thought, wow, this reminds me of the Bandai Destruction City with King Ghidorah, Baragon, Mothra, and Godzilla from 2004, I believe. And I just wanted to have this pack so badly that when I went to Toys R Us a few years ago, I could not find it. So fortunately, I was able to find this pack for at least $19.99 on BigBadToyStore.com. So that is a good price. So what happens is that you have your two figures, the Godzilla and the Muto, which is the enemy of the Godzilla in the new film. You get destructible buildings, including a bridge, and you get 5 military vehicles. So basically, if you look in the back, you get a nice picture of the diorama or presentation of what this set would look like. And also, it promotes another Godzilla pack with more destructible buildings and military vehicle, and the winged Muto that many people seem to enjoy and like more. Aside from that, originally the post showed that the buildings were going to be either red or green, which I would be disappointed if that happened. But fortunately, Bandai got it right and decided to make the buildings more realistic by having the gray tone to it. I may have a problem with the bridge, but then again, I like the whole destructive ability from fighting with the monsters and the size that the monsters are compared to the buildings. So what happens next is that I'm going to be opening these boxes and showing off how everything works. So here you have the unboxing of the Godzilla 2014 Atomic Roar figure. So as you can see, the details are actually quite nice for something that's made out of cheap plastic. So running at between $34 to $35, you would get at least a 10-inch Godzilla. The only thing that's movable would be the feet, the arms, and the anaconda-like mouth. So what happens is that the beauty of this product is that it does the atomic roar and shoots out a blue beam, as well as having the roar, the trademark roar of the 2014 Godzilla, so as you can see. So the way that you activate it is that you basically hold the back of him, and what happens is that you just move the legs over until you reach here, do this. Now that is pretty awesome toy. Now, at first when I heard about this toy coming out, I was originally going to think about the Trendmasters Godzilla figure with the glowing mouth and the glowing eyes with the motion sensor and all. But although I'm a little disappointed that Bandai didn't go with that direction, I'm quite happy with the way that this toy looks. It looks menacing. It looks really good and detailed. I like the blue beam effect as well as the roar. The only things I would complain about besides the cheap plastic and inability of the leg movements is the tail and the details on the face. There are no pupils on the eyes, and when you open the mouth, there's no tongue and no details inside except for the blue beam. But nonetheless, this toy would be quite worth it for any Godzilla collector who would like to share and anticipate for the new Godzilla movie. So up next, I'll be talking about the Destruction City Pack. Right now I'm going to be reviewing the Godzilla Destruction City Pack. So right now you have your two 3.75 inch monsters, Godzilla and the 8-legged Muto. You also get 5 military vehicles such as a battleship, 2 Apache helicopters, and 2 jets that look like F-22 Raptors. Also you come to circular buildings of a blue bridge and 2 buildings, each of them coming with at least 3 or 4 parts when they break apart. So aside from that, with the Godzilla right here, it's very detailed, although it's kind of hard to move the arms or the legs. The tail is not movable, but then again, for a 3.75 inch figure, there's a lot of detailing and paint on it. I wish there was more on the detail of the eyes and the tongue, but then again, it looks great as it is with the colors. Also, for the Muto monster right here, we all been trying to find out what does this creature of that Godzilla's going to be fighting will look like. And seeing this, I heard a lot of people were saying that it's a mix between a Cloverfield monster and a Jersey Devil due to the feet of a horse and the arms of the Cloverfield. But the head, it looks very interesting. Now I know a lot of people complaining that the paint is different because apparently in the trailer, the Muto, or the 8-legged Mutos are supposed to be gray, but I suggest that maybe it's supposed to be a distinct difference between Godzilla and the monster. In terms of the buildings, like I said in the boxing packages, I am happy that the buildings are not green or blue or red, but instead they're perfectly gray to show that a realism for the buildings. The only problem that I have is that besides the detailing of the buildings and the monsters is the bridge. I wouldn't expect the bridge to be blue, especially if you think that since Godzilla would be like attacking San Francisco, I would think this could be the Golden Gate Bridge. It should be red. But nonetheless, I feel that this would be a great addition to your set. For only $20 at most stores, you'll be able to have an environment where you could destroy buildings or create stop-motion projects if you are a big Godzilla fan. As for both products of the Atomic Roar and Destruction City Pack, I would suggest getting them. It's not that bad. You can actually get it at BigBadToyStore.com, which will at least cost you at least $50 plus shipping taxes if you use like UPS or any other shipping organizations. But nonetheless, I am excited for this movie, and in anticipation, I feel that I should enjoy it by actually collecting some of the figures. And Godzilla fans shouldn't fear what Bandai is doing because it's going in the right direction that they did a few years ago with the other Godzilla lines, as well as getting ideas from Trendmasters. So right now, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I am very excited to see the Godzilla movie. It will be coming out on May 16, 2014. So have a nice time, and have fun with random reviews from Christian's Corner.